Welcome to TNN's Primetime Country with Gary Chapman.
Making her own mark in music history. She just won Female Country Artist of the Year at the Billboards Award earlier this week right here in Las Vegas. Singing These Arms Are Mine. Please welcome LeAnn Rhymes. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
This is gorgeous. Is it like,
Thanks.
what'd you have to kill to wear that?
Nothing, actually. This isn't like real anything. It's like treated.
Thinking that's
like
a
something.
mighty big snake.
Yeah, I know.
Now, you must be kind of floating a little bit here. The Billboard Awards, I mentioned earlier you got Female Country Artist of the Year. Also got Contemporary Christian Artist, Contemporary Christian Album, Country Single Sales Artist of the Year, and a special Billboard Hot 100 Award for the song How Do I Live. Set a new record in the most weeks in the Hot 100. 69 weeks.
Yeah, that was so exciting to me. It's the longest winning single ever on the Billboard chart, like ever since it began. So
that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, so I'm so excited. It was a great night.
Now you've won so many awards. At this point, do they all kind of run together a little bit, or does it still, you know, make you pop a little bit?
No, it's always exciting to win an award. I mean, I don't take that for granted at all. That I've won an award, I think, from every possible award show in music right now, which is really, really amazing to me. And over the past 2 years, I've gotten 10 Billboard Awards, and that is, the Billboard Awards mean so much to me because it's all about like record sales and everything, and it's really, really exciting to win something like that because you know you've achieved a lot, you know. So.
You know, there's a lot of folks that are driving around in their cars with your records in there. That's a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the Billboard Awards are all about. It's about the fans going out and buying your music, and that's what makes you what you are, you know, and it makes you win these awards. So.
Now, what kind of night was it? It looked a little rowdy for my taste.
It was fun.
Was it?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was so much fun. Yeah, it's the Billboard Awards are like one big party. It's not really like, you know, confined and everything, but it's fun.
So do they roar afterwards? Do they all start just like invading?
Oh yeah, everybody gets into dances at you know, at times in the show, and there was a big party at the Hard Rock like afterwards, and it was fun.
Did you meet anybody that made you go, okay, wow, that person was nicer than I thought they would be?
Actually, I met this is a kind of funny story. I got a call from this my favorite artist in the entire world, Bette Midler, one time, and she left a message on my voicemail going, I just wanted to tell you what a privilege it is for me to be able to call you and tell you that I love you.
You know, you want to be careful. She will wear you out. She will call you again and again and again.
It was so bad. She just kept leaving messages.
I had to change my number.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway. So she called, and I thought that was so cool because I've watched Beaches about 1,000,000 times. She's one of my favorites, and I met her for the first time, and it was the person I had to meet. I started crying. I'm like, I love you. And she told me, she goes, you were such an inspiration to me when I heard Blue, and that to me was an inspiration. She's always been an inspiration to me, and for someone to say that, it's had such a long career, and then finally at the middle of their career find such an inspiration in me, that's so cool. So
that's a good thing.
Very nice lady.
Now you got another call from another huge star recently.
Yeah.
Elton John called you on your cell phone. How did he get your number?
I don't know. I'm starting to wonder about this.
No, what was this about?
He called me. I was standing in the middle of a hotel lobby. I had just woken up, going out to the bus.
You shouldn't sleep in the hotel lobby, just for the record.
All right. So anyway, so he calls me, and I'm like, the first time I've ever been really starstruck by anybody. He's like, hey, LeAnn, this is Elton. I'm like, okay, hi. And I heard he was supposed to call me, and I'm like, yeah, right. So it really was. I didn't think Elton John would be calling me. And I've been like such a big fan of his. He's an amazing artist. And he asked me to do a duet with him. And I would be really dumb to turn that down, so I immediately said yes. And we've recorded the duet. He wrote a Broadway play, which is called Aida, and it's the main song from that. He's doing an album with like a bunch of duets with a bunch of artists, and ours is the first single, I think, coming out February. So I just went to Europe and did the video with him and everything. He's a very, very nice man. I love him to death. Very cool.
You just got back from Europe?
Yeah. I got back from Germany 3 days ago. We stayed in London for 4 days in Germany.
You're just a little globetrotter, aren't you?
I know. I've gone everywhere.
No, I mean, does it wear you out?
I'm tired.
We were talking earlier today. After a while, I mean, this is 10 days straight for us here.
No, you were saying you're tired. So I mean, it's like...
Ooh, baby, how about a nap? Come on.
I went to Japan like 3 weeks ago, and it was a 17-hour difference there, and then Europe was like 8 hours. So it's kind of hard to reverse back. Do
you feel at any point, and you don't even have to answer this if you don't want to, but do you feel at any point that you're missing anything? I mean, you're how old now?
16.
16?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Do you, staying as busy as you are and you know, literally flying around the world, getting so much focus, do you ever want to just be normal and be by yourself? And I mean, I know you're a normal person, but you know what I'm saying. I
mean, yeah, I've always, like, people say, do you want to be normal? And it's always like, what is normal? I don't think I've known that. You know, this is like my normal life, but there are like, when I see everybody else's life, sometimes I wish I had that in a way. But I would never, ever give up what I do. I love it. I have so much fun at it, you know, but I always wish that sometimes my private life could be private instead of being in the spotlight all the time. That's the only thing I really wish.
I've seen how people chase you around, you know. I mean, it's unavoidable.
Yeah.
I would think if you're driving by a playground or something, you just have this uncontrollable urge to swing.
Exactly.
You know, I'm kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, you're nominated for an AMA Award coming up January 11th, I believe it is.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And you'll win. That'll be a good thing. Yeah. And I know you're a good friend of Steve Holy, who's going to be out here later.
Yes.
How'd you meet him initially?
I've known known Steve since I was 8 years old, I think, or 9 years old. He came in, I was singing at a local Opry around Dallas, and he came in and it was his first time to sing, and his story is always, he walked in and heard me sing and wanted to walk out. But he's...
It was that bad?
Yeah, it was,
No,
I was
just
so
kidding.
bad.
No, you
But no, he was just, he's like, what am I doing here? She can, you know, do this. And he's really, really good. I love him to death. One of the nicest people I've ever met. One of my best friends, and very cool guy.
We'll hear from him in a minute.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to take some questions from the audience?
Sure.
Would that be an imposition
Yeah,
at all?
totally. No,
Good.
not at all.
Okay. We'll do that when we come back, folks. Don't go away. We'll be here.
Primetime Country is brought to you in part by the new 20X line of jeans and shirts by Wrangler, the Western original.
Welcome back, folks. We're going to take some questions now from the audience. Nan, who do we have here?
Well, we have a native Las Vegan.
I can't hear a word you're saying. What?
We have a native Las Vegan, Pamela, and we might need to get to know her. She's a blackjack dealer, so she has a question for LeAnn.
What's your name, man?
Pam.
Really? That's a cool jacket.
Thank you.
That's very
LeAnn, I was wondering, you mentioned you really admired Bette Midler, but is there someone, another celebrity that you have never met that you would still like to meet?
There's actually a couple that I really, really want to meet. I'd love to meet Robin Williams as far as acting. I think he's amazing.
He's funny.
Really? Yeah. And also Celine Dion and Barbra Streisand are the other two people I'd love to meet. So
Barbara's not that funny.
I'm not saying anything.
No, I worked with Robin Williams a couple of times, just on shows, and he's the same guy
Really?
all the time. He's an absolute maniac all the time.
I really would love to meet him. I think he's so brilliant. I saw like a little documentary of the movie he made, Father's Day, and just they had to pull him away from people because he was just trying to entertaining anybody he could. So.
I mean, don't
think
get
it's
me wrong.
amazing.
He wouldn't remember that we met, but still we did.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll mention your name.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a youngster. How are you?